Hello everyone, today we are going to make cake. So for making any type of cake, there are certain things which are mandatory in your kitchen. So I would suggest, if you have it, well and good. If you don't, then you need to buy certain things that are needed in cake baking. So let's get started. So here for the measuring, I have these measuring cups. Okay, because most of my recipes will be mostly in grams. So because I use this one, this is a weighing scale. This is available on Amazon. So this is not I wouldn't say this is mandatory to have, but this is what I use. Let's get started with the ingredients that I'm going to use. So everything that I'm going to use here is at room temperature. You also remember, whenever you are using things in a cake, it should be always in a room temperature, unless the recipe calls for anything like hot water or anything. But most of the times when you're baking a cake, it calls for every ingredient kept at room temperature. Okay, and I'll tell you what all things I am using here. This is 40 grams of butter at room temperature, and since we are making carrot cake, so this is around half a cup of grated carrots. This is half teaspoon baking soda and half a teaspoon baking powder. Since we are making eggless, so this is 1/4 cup of thick curd. If you eat eggs, you can replace this with one egg. All right, here is 90 grams of powdered sugar, and half a cup of, this is total 100 grams, which is around half a cup of wheat flour, that is normal wheat flour from which we make chapatis. And this is rolled oats that are easily available in market. So simple oats which are grinded in a mixer, same quantity, half cup of wheat flour and half cup of grounded oats. All right, and I'm also using, since my butter is unsalted, so I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And to this there are two things remaining. One is the vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and milk that we are going to use. So I'm going to first mix butter and the powdered sugar together, and I'm going to beat this until it becomes very soft. And I'm going to add all dry ingredients together, wheat flour and the oats, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, soda and baking powder. So here I have beaten the butter and the powdered sugar together nicely, and once it was nicely beaten, I have added the curd to it and the vanilla essence. All right, and now I'm going to add all the dry ingredients little by little to it. And you can see I have added around 1 teaspoon of flour to the grated carrot. So this is one of a tip you need to always keep in mind when you're making a cake. So anything that you are using in your cakes needs to be coated. For example, tutti frutti, any dry fruit, uh, or any fruit like carrot, you need to coat this in a flour, in flour, some amount of flour, just to avoid sinking this at the base of the cake. All right, so this is one of a mandatory step. So now, since I'm using the electric beater, so I'm going to add these little by little, and once the batter is ready, so I will put this in the baking tin, which I have lined with a parchment paper. Okay, so and I'll show you the final batter. Depends on the the batter, kind of batter or the flour you are using. So here my recipe didn't use much of milk. It was approximately half a cup of milk, and I'm going to give it a gentle mix, and then till that time I'll keep my oven to preheat. Here you can see I have folded the batter, and I have transferred it to the aluminum tin or the cake tin, and I have put some grated carrot over the top, just to, you know, just for it to look nice. And my oven is already preheated, and I'm going to bake this for about 40 to 45 minutes in at 180 degrees centigrade. Okay, if you don't have an OTG or a convection mode microwave, you can use a kadai. I have taken out my cake from the oven. In my microwave convection mode, it took me 35 minutes in total to bake this cake. See, with the parchment paper you don't have any issue with this, because the cake batter doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. See, it has come out clean, and by running the knife along sides of the cake, so there is no problem at all. Okay, I'm simply going to remove the parchment paper. This is, if you don't find it in your nearby shop, you can buy a simple butter paper or a tracing paper that is available in the stationery. That should also work. Okay, so I hope you like the recipe. Do try it and let me know if you like it. Thank you.